Hey everyone! Some of you may be wondering why my eyebrows look crazy, and it's because this is my first YouTube video and I thought that I would kick it off with an eyebrow sort of arch tutorial video. And so as you can see, I have pretty bushy looking unkempt eyebrows. And so I really want to show you how you can clean up your eyebrows, make a shape out of them. If you've never shaped your eyebrows or plucked them, or you're afraid of how your shape should be, this is a great way to kind of guide you into doing that. So what you're going to need is any sort of angle brush, or if you happen to have like a brow kit, like I use Benefit's Brows A Go-Go, and inside of it comes like this little miniature brush, perfect for brows. The first thing you're going to want to do is, well, there's three parts to this. You're going to figure out where your brow should start, arch, and end. And to do that, you're going to need to use the handle of a brush or any thin stick-like object that you can stick right in here. I'm going to use my angle brush handle. And as you can see, in my Brows A Go-Go kit, I have a light colored eyebrow powder, a dark color eyebrow powder, and a wax. What I'm going to do first is to make my mark to use the really dark color. What you want to do is find this like little niche of your nose and stick your pencil handle right up there, or your brush handle. And you want to stick it straight up. This is where your brow should start. And what I'm going to do is make a mark. This is where my brow should start. And obviously I have some leftover hairs, either fake or real, whatever, I don't know right now, that need to go away. Now to figure out where my brow should arch, which really is the most important part of your eyebrow, is what I'm going to do is stick my handle right back in that little niche of my nose. I'm going to look straight ahead, and my handle is going to cross my pupil and come up somewhere around here where my arch should be. Too much against your natural brow shape at all, or maybe very little bit. What you really want to do is just clean yourself up, have as much of a natural shape as possible. Now to find out where your brow should end, you're going to put your brush handle at this corner of your nose. It's going to meet up with the corner of your eye and go straight out this way. And when you're using it, this is rather thick to be using. So I'm kind of angling my marks inwards. So that's essentially where my brow is mapped out. Yeah. So then what you want to do after you've mapped out your brow, and I'm using a very dark color for demonstration purposes, is you're going to connect the dots. Bam. 1, 2. And for some people, this tail, like when you connect the dots, it might end up becoming one line. And so after you've connected the dots, you want to fill it in. And then you can see, based on where you filled it in, and my eyebrow is quite a bit exaggerated, you're going to see where you're going to want to remove your hair. And you can either pluck or you can go to a salon. If there is a Benefit brow bar near you, they are excellent at mapping out your brows, and then they wax off, you know, on the outsides of where they mapped, and then they fill your brows back in again just to polish off your look, and then they do your makeup so you don't look all red. It's a pretty great deal. So then what you're going to do is you want to take some makeup remover, well, wax your eyebrows. In my case, I'm going to use makeup remover. And there's a nice shape. You can distinctly see where mapping occurred. Bam, bam, and bam. Start, arch, and end. But obviously, since this is a really dark color, I'm blonde, I'm not going to want to go out in public with really dark brows. So what I'm going to do is just completely take off these brows situations right now. And I am purposefully not wearing any eye makeup, just so after I do fill in my brows, you can kind of see what an impact it makes. A lot of people think that filling in brows is like an old people thing, or for people who like shave off their eyebrows and need to pencil them back on. But truthfully, your eyebrows are probably one of the most important features of your face, because they really frame your eyes. And it's really important to want to be able to accentuate your eyes as best you can. What I do usually to fill in my eyebrows is I use this wax, and I use the light colored eyebrow powder. And so what you do with your angled brush, boop, you dip it in the wax, you dip it in the powder, and then you brush it on your brows. And real quick, I'm just going to show you how I fill in my brows. Every time I fill them in, I don't go through the entire brow mapping process, since my eyebrows are shaped. But as you can see, they're very, very light colored. I should probably dye them, but I don't. So you're going to see, it's a pretty dramatic difference how it makes my face look when I fill in my brows. And a lot of times I just do mascara and brows. I still usually do my overall outline shape that we did before, just to know where I'm going. And then I fill it in. I haven't addressed this part yet because I want it to be a little bit softer. You want most of your accent to be on the arch, because that's the most important part of your eyebrow. And my tails are really invisible, so I have to really give them a good fill. But as you can see, it's quite a difference. If you feel like you ever have gone a little heavy-handed, or you need to lighten up your eyebrows a little bit, just brush them through. It'll instantly create a softer look, and it'll look more natural. It also, I feel like when I fill in my eyebrows, they automatically get a lifted look. Which brings me to this next. If you use any sort of light colored shadow, or even there's this pink shadow in this Brows A Go-Go that works really well underneath the arch. But Benefit also has this thing called Eyebrow. Eyebrow. It's a pink. It's called Linen Pink. It's pink, and you pop it, and it's very creamy, so a little bit goes a very long way. But you pop it right underneath your arch, and then you blend it. And the idea is that it instantly gives you like a brow lift. Your brows automatically look lifted because it's got that nice light pink color. Lifted brow, look at that. I'm not even holding that up, it's lifted. I love this thing. And I've had this pencil since October, and I still haven't even sharpened it yet. And I use it almost every single day. I use it on days if I'm not going to use like any sort of powder underneath my brow. Also, if you're afraid of having to touch up your eyebrows throughout the day, I sometimes like to run like my primer potion through them, or if you have any other sort of eyeshadow primer, that works really well. The idea is to get them to be pretty similar. They say you want your eyebrows to be twins, but even twins have differences. They might look the same, but they have a little bit of personality difference, and these brows definitely do. So I'm going to use a little bit of highbrow underneath. You can even pop this on some sort of angled brush. But I like to put it on and blend it with my finger. And if you put it underneath the front part of your eyebrow, it gives it a nice edge, a very cleaned up edge look. So that's my really quick video on how to figure out what kind of brow shape you want based on the 3 basic essential points of what your brows should do, or I mean where they should start, arch, and end, which is pretty much the most important part of your brows, especially finding out where it should arch. A lot of people have arches that start here. That's not where your brows should arch. So I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching my very first YouTube video. Bye!